be real. Mastering your emotions isn't about controlling every feeling or pretending that you're unbothered. It's about understanding your emotions, responding with intention, and not letting temporary feelings lead to permanent decisions. When you learn how to control your emotions, life doesn't control you. You control how you show up for yourself. Hey guys, how are you all doing? I hope you're all doing great. I'm Zola and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to talk about how we can have emotional intentions, develop emotional intelligence, and also stop letting people trigger us. Because let's be honest, nobody should have that kind of power over you. Mastering your emotions means taking back your peace, power, and energy. First things first, mastering your emotions does not mean that you stop feeling things. It actually means that you understand your emotions and you let yourself feel that emotion and respond in a way that reflects your highest self. Think about it this way. You are the driver and your emotions are just passengers. They can speak, of course, but they are not going to come and sit in the driver's seat unless and until you let them. Even when you master these emotions, you are still human. The only difference is that you don't drown in these emotions. You know how to ride throughout the wave. You know how to move on through the ups and downs that is being thrown at you during your life. Setting emotional intentions means deciding how you want to feel and react even before life throws something at you. Every day when you wake up, if you're going to ask yourself, how should I be today? Should I be calm, confident? Whatever feeling that you want to feel, you can dictate for your day in the morning. And that's how you're going to show up for that day. All these emotional intentions will actually keep you grounded throughout that day. You will not be reacting impulsively. Sometimes we already know that we are going to get into a stressful situation. We know we just had a fight, it's going to be very stressful. Or we didn't finish our project, so the boss is going to be crazy today. Whatever it may be, you already know when you're getting inside a stressful situation. What you guys can do is, instead of thinking, I'm going to lose my calm in this crazy situation, instead of thinking like that, think, I'm going to keep calm, I'm going to speak with clarity. When you already enter that situation with this intention in your brain, you will react so calmly, so properly that it will be so easy to resolve whatever you're going through. There is a mindset shift, and that is very powerful, because it can actually prevent you from making decisions in your reactive state. Whatever decisions we make out of stress or anger is not the best decisions always. These emotional intentions will portray you as your best self. You'll be able to show up as your best self. Before we dive deep into emotional intelligence, let's talk about EQ and IQ. We all know what is IQ. Your IQ is your intelligence quotient, where we'll be able to measure the ability of solving problems, critical thinking, and learning. But EQ, on the other hand, is emotional quotient. Actually helps us to measure how much you can understand, manage your emotions, and how well you relate to others. Let's say you have high IQ, which is good. Of course, you'll be good at your job. But if your emotional quotient is low, if you're not able to manage your emotions, it will be really difficult to work with other people, because it's not just about how smart you are. It's also about how well you can interact with people. Of course, we are not working or doing everything alone. We have to be a team to attain whatever we want in life. Sometimes high IQ people can do a job that is just them working by themselves, maybe being an accountant or coding or something. But someone who is emotionally quotient will do better than someone who has just high IQ, because at the end of the day, we will have to interact with people. Think about it. If you have a boss who has high IQ but has very low EQ and doesn't care about you, he's always motivating you to just do more, he's always telling you to meet those targets, but he's not very considerate, would you like him? Of course not. Maybe for a few months you will also perform well, but you can end up resigning that job or looking for another job because your boss is someone with low EQ. And because of so many people getting out of job, he might also lose his job. Let's say when this person who has high IQ is applying for the job, there are so many people who will have similar IQ as him. But the one with higher EQ will do better in life. Because definitely we will have to interact with people. If you guys want to learn more about emotional intelligence, you guys should check out Daniel Goleman's videos or books. He has done a whole study on this topic and how it can affect your personal and professional relationships. Actually, it was Daniel Goleman, the psychologist, who popularized the concept of emotional intelligence, because in his study, he does talk about how important it is to be emotionally intelligent, and only that can lead you to be great leaders. To be a great leader, you need to be emotionally intelligent, because definitely you should care about people. Only if you care about people is when people will also care for you. I'm talking about leadership. Even at home, wherever it is, only when we care about others, they will also reciprocate in the same manner. Emotional intelligence is something you can build. It is a skill set that you can acquire. It is very much like IQ. Just like how you have built your IQ, you can also build your EQ. Someone with high EQ knows how to react to life's challenges, knows how to be in social situations, and how to regulate emotions in difficult moments. When you prioritize on building emotional intelligence, every aspect of your life will get better. Not just your complicated relationships, also the work stress, because EQ will help you remain grounded and take thoughtful decisions. While IQ helps you solve your problems, EQ will help you regulate your emotions. EQ will empower you to solve life's emotional challenges. Let's talk about the key traits of emotional intelligence and how we can develop them. Number 1, self-awareness. Emotionally intelligent people are very self-aware. They are very sure of what is going on in their brain. They know why they are behaving a certain way. They know what are the emotions that they are feeling. You need to do constant check-ins with yourself. You can ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Am I okay? Am I fine? Am I good? Am I happy? Am I sad? Am I guilty? Whatever emotions you're feeling, you need to address it first. The main issue is that we often don't address what we are feeling. So the first step would be to address whatever you're feeling. Be aware of whatever you're feeling. Sometimes we react so impulsively, and then you can question yourself, why did I react in that manner? Is there something else to it? You can even journal about it. When you write about it, you know exactly what you're feeling. I'm not feeling good. Why is that? Okay, this person said this to me. Why did I get so bothered by someone saying something? You can figure out what you're going through if you are self-aware. You guys can also try meditation or yoga to practice mindfulness and figure out what is actually going on in your mind. Number 2, self-regulation. Emotionally intelligent people can regulate their emotion even in stressful situations. Let's say they're having this greatest fight, but still they know to take a step back. They'll inhale and exhale, walk away from the situation and gather the thoughts, then think about how they want to respond to that situation, rather than just impulsively saying something that they will regret in future. You can react how you want your higher self to react. Number 3, empathy. Emotionally intelligent people have the ability to understand and feel whatever others are feeling. They are able to step into the shoes of others to fully understand other people and offer genuine support without any judgment. You can practice this by listening to what others are saying, fully being there 100%, and rather than just thinking, how would I have reacted to that, how I would have behaved in that situation. Don't think about you. Think about that person. Think about where that person is coming from. Ask them things like, how did that make you feel? Are you all right? Why did that feel the way that it did? Just ask them proper questions. Don't rush into how you can fix that issue for that person. Maybe people just want you to listen. Maybe they just want an empathetic ear, and you can be that. Number 4, social skills. Emotionally intelligent people communicate effectively, especially in emotionally charged situations. They are able to handle conflicts, collaborate with others, and actually maintain a healthy relationship. To practice social skills, what I would suggest is be open and clear about whatever you're feeling. You need to practice communicating assertively and calmly without getting aggressive. That's when people will listen to you. Pay attention to your non-verbal cues like your body language, the tone of your voice. All these does matter when you're communicating with someone. Being a good listener and showing empathy during conversations will help you build stronger relationships. This one's a game changer. Stop letting people trigger you. When somebody's action or word is triggering you, that is because they're pressing on an unhealed part of you. So focus on that, not on what that person is saying or doing. It's not about them. It's about why you are feeling the way you're feeling. That is what needs the attention. Here's how you can stop letting people trigger you. You need to pause and reflect. Think about it. Why did you feel that way? Is there something deeper? Ask yourself these questions. Next step is to detach emotionally. Just because someone said something hurtful, that is not true. They are just talking about things from their perspective. They can only talk with whatever knowledge that they have. It is never about you. Whatever people say, however people behave, is a reflection of them, not you. They are talking about themselves. Even if someone leaves a bad comment, I just think that is how they think of themselves. Because nobody can dictate or say anything about you because nobody knows you fully. Whatever they say is how they view themselves. Another thing that you can do is set some boundaries. Limit their access to you. Stay away from them. Talk less to them so that they don't get to say all these nasty things to you. You can always cut off people. I have made a full stretch video on that. You guys can check it out. You can either cut off or keep distance, whatever works for your situation. Next time something like this happens, don't react, respond. Don't come from the place of hurt and anger. Just be grounded. Just respond to whatever they say. Don't react so loudly because maybe that's what they want also. We don't know. Maybe they want to intentionally trigger you. That can also be a reason. Another thing is, sometimes not everyone is here to get you. There are some people who get so triggered because their parents are forcing them to do something. Maybe your parents are saying, you know what, you should follow this dream. You should be a doctor. You should be an engineer. Your parents might be talking from the place of concern also. If it is too triggering, I know it can get into your head. But sometimes think about it like they are talking from whatever they know. Maybe they want a secure life for yourself. When you think about it this way, it is easy to not make everyone your enemy. You can think about it like, yeah, they're just trying to make me better, but that is not the way. But I understand. I don't deserve this kind of treatment. I understand where they're coming from. Then it is so much easier to navigate in life. When you think about where they're coming from, maybe they don't know how to talk to you. You can tell them, I don't appreciate this, but just look at it like they are just talking from whatever they know. If we are going to be annoyed by everyone's word, it is going to be very difficult to live. I want you guys to understand these emotions fully. That is the reason I'm going to talk about whatever I'm going to talk about. When I was a kid and when I was in second grade, I think, I went to Kerala. I met my mom's sister and she told me, you know what, Zahra, you shouldn't be telling your dad to buy you all these stationaries. I was like, what? Why? She then tells me, because your dad is just someone who works in Saudi. Maybe he don't have so much money to afford all these things for you. And I was so confused because I was a kid. And I felt so hurt because somebody was trying to bring my dad down. Also, she told me, you guys are not so rich because you don't have businesses in your name. My husband is rich. So we have so many businesses. We can afford to give kids whatever we want, but your dad can't. I don't know what. At that time, I was actually studying in Saudi Arabia. We were okay. We are from a middle class family. But what this lady told me stuck with me. After that incident, there were a couple of incidents where she has tried to pull me down. She have talked to me very inappropriately. She have talked to me in ways in which she just wanted to bring me down to show me that I'm not that financially sound. That was her idea, just to compare herself and me, who's actually a kid. It stayed with me so much, you guys. Even talking about it, it's a bit difficult. She actually have told me so many things which I don't want to get into because it's a lot of situations. So what I'm trying to say is, multiple times she have said these things to me as a kid. It stayed with me, you guys. So whenever anybody is treating me indifferently, it hurts me very much. It is still embedded in me. Then years later, I think recently, maybe 1 or 2 years ago, me and my sister, we were in Malaysia, we went to a restaurant, we were having food from there, and this one guy was so rude to us because we were Indians. I think that is the reason. He's from a different country. And he kicked us out. Even though we are eating from there, we are ready to pay the bill. It hurt me so much, and I was outside just howling and crying. And I was so confused. Why am I so upset? Of course, it is upsetting. But why am I triggered this much that it broke my heart? And then I talked to my therapist about it. So she told me it is because of this one incident that happened in my childhood and multiple incidents that that lady caused for me to have this trauma. So now whenever anybody show me any kind of indifference or compare me or try to pull me down financially, it hurts me very much. While I was talking to my therapist told me, do you remember the situations where someone respected you or talked nicely about you? So I was like, no, I don't. So she was like, why do you only remember these bad things? Maybe because you are already having that wound in you, and when someone talks to you about the similar topic or show you some kind of indifference, it hurts you. I was like, yeah. And she gave me a homework where I should write the good things that people say to me. So I have been writing nowadays, and I'm like, it is a lot. Within past 1 or 2 months, I have like 30-40 nice things that people have told me. But I was so focused on this negative things that people were telling me. It might only be like 10 or 15 situations in my lifetime. But I'm so stuck on it because I have something deep inside me. So that is the reason I'm telling you, when somebody is triggering you, try to get inside yourself and think about it. Why did this one specific situation or word hurt me so much? Here are some tools that you guys can use to master your emotions and control whatever you're feeling. First thing would be to take a pause. Just breathe in and breathe out. Just do that for 3 or 4 times and you will instantly feel better. You can address your emotions. You can say things like, I feel frustrated, I feel angry. And I don't want you guys to say, I am angry, I'm frustrated, because it is not your identity. It is just your emotion. And addressing it actually helps. Ask yourself, what is the lesson here? What is it trying to teach me? Should I have better boundaries? Or is it time for me to let go of this situation or person? You can shift your focus to. You can control what you can control. You're feeling overwhelmed right now? Completely understandable. What you can do is, what are the things that I can control? Is this situation something I can control? If it's not in your control, of course, people saying something nasty is not in your control. They are just another human. You can't control them. You can't control everybody else. All you can control is yourself. How can I make myself feel better? I have addressed this before also. You need to make a joy list. So whenever you're feeling frustrated or angry, go to this joy list and do something in that list and you'll instantly feel better. Mastering emotions does not mean that you will never feel angry, frustrated, or any of those negative emotions. It just means that it will not control you. You stop letting anybody's opinion or action shake you. That is what is emotional intelligence. It is definitely not about being cold. It is about being able to feel whatever you should feel and then responding how you want you to respond. But responding in a way that honors your peace and power. That's what real strength looks like. And for today's action plan, I want you guys to journal about something that has been very triggering to you. And I want you guys to sit and figure out what is the reason that it has been so triggering for you. That's all, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel because I post motivational content every Saturdays. I will also link all my socials down below so you guys can check that out. You guys can check out my Instagram because that's where I post a lot more. I post every day actually. I have a lot going on there. You can even join my broadcast channel because I ask what topic do you guys want to see on my next YouTube video. See you guys next Saturday. Until then, bye. Love you.